Rochester. I'm Jerikiah Hines Jr., also known as Jerikiah. We are doing an interview at Moodmakers, Village Gate Plaza. Curtis Rivers and Robert Djed Snead. They are here today on my show talking about talking about their new their play. They have a play coming up in Rochester, and I invited them to my show, and I would like them to just tell me about the play briefly. Start off with Curtis.
Well, hello, Jerry. How you doing?
Good.
Well, it's good to be here. You know, every year we do the Sankofa Festival of Theater. And this is our 6th year doing the Sankofa Theater. And this year we're doing 7 plays. The first play is by my good friend Robert Djed Snead here, which is a full-length play on the 22nd, which is called Devoted Disciples, which he wrote. And then on the 23rd and 24th, we're doing 3 one-act plays. So we are hoping that everybody will come out and view the Sankofa Festival, especially the first night, which is a full-length play. We got the Djed here, and I'd like for the Djed to say something about the play, and especially why he wrote it, and we can go from there.
Greetings, Jerikiah.
Greetings.
How you doing, brother?
Great.
As Brother Rivers said, this is the 6th annual Sankofa Festival of Plays. In some capacity, I've been a part of each one, either as a stagehand, as a playwright, actor, but in some capacity. We're just looking for this one to be the best one yet. We really put a lot of energy into it. We got some good plays, and again, we're just really looking forward to this year's plays taking it up another level. My play, The Devoted Disciples, is I call it a gospel drama, and it's set in Rochester in 1964. And it's 3 weekends, it's 3 Friday evenings, 3 consecutive Friday evenings with a fictitious gospel group named the Devoted Disciples rehearsing for gospel programs. But through rehearsing, you get a chance to peep into their lives, peep into some of the issues in their lives, as well as the lives of the host family, who is the Brown family, who allow them to rehearse in their living room on these 3 consecutive Fridays. The way this play came about is my background is in gospel singing and gospel music. I've never been a gospel singer myself, but I got relatives, uncles, my father and my uncles and friends were into gospel music for 45 years. In fact, my youngest uncle, Carter Snead, still sings with the Bright Clouds. But this came about with me doing some research and wanting to talk about my personal history in the relationship I had with gospel singing. But as Brother Rivers, who's also a playwright, knows, once you create a set of characters, they take on a life of their own. So instead of this being a semi-biographical piece on the Morning Stars of East Williamson, New York, it became the story of the Brown family and the members of the Devoted Disciples. Again, set in 1964, December of 64. 64 was a heck of a year for African Americans. You had the death of Schwerner, Goodman, and Cheney. You had in Rochester the police breaking into the Muslims' worship house, the mosque. You had the riots of 64. So I was able to weave a lot of the things that happened nationally and locally into this play and allow them to talk about it.
As a playwright, what is some of your challenges that you face as you writing the play, and why do you write?
My biggest challenge, my personal biggest challenge, is making sure that the dialogue and the facts are correct. I love doing research. I just love history. And in preparation for this play, I went back and went to the library. They have a scrapbook on the riots of '64. I love limiting things to a point in time. This is 2013. So everything that's happened since December 1964 and now don't exist in this play. So erasing those things from my mind and from my thoughts and limiting myself to December 1964 and everything that happened before that is one of my biggest challenges. Because you got to forget so much. You don't know that the Panthers are going to be formed in '65. You don't know that Kwanzaa is going to be celebrated by Karinga in '65. You don't know that King's going to be assassinated. You don't know all of those things, so you have to forget them. So the biggest challenge I have as a writer is erasing from my thought processes everything that happens after this play. I wanted to be a playwright because I like putting words in people's mouths.
Okay, that sounds great.
Since they don't want to put them in there themselves, I figure I'll put them in there for them, right? Do it myself. So being able, but then again, being true to what that individual would say. Brother Rivers shared with me when I was learning to be a playwright, because that's not really my background, but when I was learning to be a playwright under Curtis, he shared with me that he does an extensive biography on each one of his characters, which means, okay, like in my play, May Esther is one of the characters. So instead of just saying May Esther Brown is a 50-year-old woman who's divorced or is a widow and has 3 children, no. Where was May Esther born? What May Esther's birth order? What was May Esther's mother's name? What city? What village? What did May Esther do before she moved to Rochester? When did May Esther move to Rochester? What did May Esther think when she moved from the south to the north? All of those things go into the bio even before you sit down to write. So once you have that bio, now you have an understanding of who this character is that you've created from space, not really from space, from your experiences and research, but you've created. Now you get 4 or 5 of those and you make them interact based on their bio.